What is the quickest way you have made money? Do a 38-day-long clinical study for an opiate-based painkiller. Walked out with $9,500. TLDR. Paid to take drugs. Sold condoms to my friends. During high school, my friends were too shy to buy condoms from pharmacy supermarkets. They had girlfriends and wanted to have sex, but also wanted condoms. Me, on the other hand, didn't have a girlfriend, was a virgin, but I had no problem asking the lady at the counter for 2 packs of condoms. I bought pack of 10s for X money and sold individually for X2 to my friends. Made so much money that my parents questioned how I got the money, which led to me telling them whole situation and my dad laughing his ass out saying, so they're grown enough to have sex, but not enough to buy condoms. I once sold my drunk friend 2 pieces of his own toast for $10. I've had people pay me good money to fix their computer. It's usually nothing big and takes no time. Easy money. Want say who for purposes of someone finding this account put 10k into Dogecoin at 1 cent. Bought 1 million shares and set it to sell when it hit 69 cents as a joke. 6 months later the order sells for 690,000. After taxes it was in the mid 400s. I found a good in a Barnes & Noble dumpster. It had a weird cover. Turns out it was a pre-release. Sold it online for 400 Fieto. The real book was released about 6 months later. I assassinated my supervisor and assumed his role. Buy drugs. Sell drugs for more than you bought them for. I won 5k on 1 hand of poker. GameStop. Got in late but got out in time. Made like 40,000 in a couple of days. Found 40 on the ground picking it up. 5 seconds tops. Hourly wage at that rate. 28,800 hour yearly salary at that rate. 57,600,000. Out of tour college, my first job I worked for a company for 3 years and they sold to a larger company. And they did an ESOP employee stock ownership program, which amounted to 3.5 years salary paid out to every employee. I was 25, I blew it within a few years, such a waste it would be worth millions today. I get paid for a minimum of 2 hours if I get called in. I got called for one thing and as soon as I punched in, the order got cancelled. Easiest 100 ever. Selling plasma for 100 p a date was a week. Showing up to work every day. Every single other way I've tried to make win money has ended up in a loss. Many years ago at a GameStop I bought a new copy of Kuon for the PS2. Never played it. Sold it last year for 800. Mind you, I only paid 19.99. Won an eating competition, $1,000 in 2 min. Also found out what churros taste like. So win-win. Applied for a job on a whim while at work at my previous job at the time. Interviewed a week later while at work at my previous job at the time. New job came with a 30k signing bonus. I opened a Patreon account to do art commissions and sell art. Within the first month I had made a few $100s. By the 3rd month, I had made over 1,000. A real job career would have paid more, but I think it was the most I had generated on my own without the help from a company. Like, money I just made myself selling something I made. I also made money playing Second Life, but that took months just get to maybe 100 a month and eventually a few thousand every few months. Once on vacation I bought a pair of cheap sunglasses for €10. The seller put it in a little fabric case. When we got home we found a €100 bill in the case. €90 profit.